Welcome to Daily Life Connection. Thank you for joining me again today as we continue to explore the heart of God. Today I want to talk to us about the God who watches. The God who watches. There are just so many verses throughout Scripture that talk about the God who watches over us. There's a lovely passage in Deuteronomy chapter 32 that talks about, God watching over Israel like an eagle watching over its nest where there are young. That kind of an eagle gives full attention to the young eaglets in the nest. It's not just a glance, but it's an intense, intentional watching. And then we read in Psalm chapter 11, it talks about he watches over us. In Job, we have a wonderful passage which says, his eyes are on the way of every person, and he watches every step they take. Isn't that glorious? What a wonderful picture of our God. You know, some of the gods in the mythological gods, are kind of aloof and withdrawn and far off and don't pay much attention to humanity. But our God's full attention is on us. I just think that's just incredible. Every step we take, he knows. He's there when we're in the darkness, in the dark places, in the difficult. He still watches us. He knows where we are. He knows what we're going through, and he's paying attention to it. You see, that eagle watching over the nest, it doesn't just mean, glancing at the nest, but to watch over is to be aware of the situation for the express purpose of tending and caring and guarding and guiding, and for the express purpose of bringing those eaglets to full adulthood, to serve their creational purpose. That's what the scripture says our God is like. He is like that mother eagle or that father eagle up there by the nest, eyes on the nest, one purpose in mind: to see those little eaglets safe and growing and nurtured and taught and discipled so that they can become great birds of the sky, great eagles soaring on wings in the currents, just like their parents. Isn't that good? God's eyes are on us so that we can become like him, so that he created us in his image. He wants to see that image restored. He wants to see you and I soar in our creational purpose, to be fully mature and able to be all that we were created to be. That's the watchful eye of God that is on us. Oh, please. Sometimes we've talked or heard in churches about God is watching, you better be good. Like Santa Claus. He's making a list and keeping it twice. He knows who's naughty and nice. That's not our God. Our God is watching like that eagle parent who desperately wants to give all of his attention to us becoming all we were created to be. He's aware of us in the dark times. He's aware of us in the difficult times. He's aware of us in our anxious times. He's aware of us in our times when we lose our faith. He's just watching over us, not to punish us, but to nurture us and strengthen us and empower us and teach us and lead us and guide us and set an example for us so that we can become what we were created to be. That's our watchful God. Well, I hope this has encouraged your heart today. If it has, let's take some time after watching this and just thank him for being a God who watches us, that watchful God. God bless you. We'll talk again tomorrow.